got Tom Murphy. I like to say I'm Irish because my last name's Doyle, because my family was in Ireland, but he is for real from Ireland.
Yeah, I moved here in 1983. I was studying hotel management back in Ireland, restaurant and hotel management. And part of the course you're supposed to travel. And I was being sent to Switzerland, but I can't speak the language and I didn't know anyone there. So I ended up to come to New York, and that's where I met the family that owns this restaurant. 43 years later, here I am. Here I am. I don't know what happened. I figured someday I'll grow up and get a real job, but for the moment, this is it. In New York City, I worked at the restaurant there for the 32 years. And I can tell you, I didn't even know the name of the guy that owned the restaurant next door to us. Everyone sticks to themselves up there and you don't really know anybody. Here in Dunedin, everybody is so friendly. When we first came here, my wife and I, for the first year we were here and while they were building this place, we went around town every night. We went someplace every night. And, people were really very friendly. In a month, you knew everybody. I mean, we walk around town now and anytime I walk up and down Main Street, you'll meet somebody you know, and they're all very friendly, everybody. The family that owns this restaurant owned the restaurant in New York City for many, many years. They had purchased this property. It wasn't for me, and it wasn't even supposed to be what it is now. It was really supposed to be a burger joint. But when they took it over, it wasn't quite what they thought it was going to be. Back in 2016, so when we came down here, they're renovating, they're doing the work, and they came up, what are we going to call the restaurant? Everyone was putting out all these different names, but everyone kept going back to Moran's. It should be Moran's. That was the family name. And in New York, Moran's is a very well-known name. One day we were sitting in a restaurant in Tampa. It was Brian, myself, and Abby. Brian owns the restaurant. That was the time the story came out of the blue lobster that was caught off the coast of Maine, and it's a very rare lobster. They had pictures, and the guy put it back in, it went back into the water. And Abby turns around and she says, wow, Lucky Lobster. And Brian jumped up, he goes, that's it, that's the name of the restaurant, Lucky Lobster. That's where the blue lobster comes from. Everybody says the lobsters can't be that lucky if we're throwing them into the pot. The lucky one is the one that got away. We try as best we can to come up with the best product for the best price that we can do it. And I do believe that, if you put out good service and good food, people will come. And we're not perfect, and I tell everybody that. I walk through the restaurant every single night. I go to as many tables as I can get to. How is everything? If there's a problem, I would rather people tell me while eating it. If there is an issue, tell me, I'll fix it. With the staff, they'll all tell you that. Most of our waiters and waitresses have been here for years. It is probably 8 or 9 of our staff, maybe even more, that have been with us since the day we opened. When we opened here and I started attending the chamber meetings, I was as shy and as nervous as could be. But I did find as time went on, it was very important to attend these chamber events, not just for the camaraderie and the friendships, but to know what was going on in town, and I felt it was very, very important. Really and truly, thank you very, very much. It's been a pleasure. Thank you very much, everybody. Okay.